are you? You got a really fancy dress on. You're not my Sim, but you're interesting looking Sim. Why do you have such a fancy dress on? Okay, so I've recorded this thing 2 times before. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get down right this time. Welcome back. This is our, I believe, third Sim Sunday, and we got this challenge from As Told by Jenny. So this challenge was given to us by her. It was supposed to be a cottage type challenge. So instead of doing like I did in a previous challenge where it was like in the forest and stuff, I kind of give it a modern twist. So it is in the middle of town, but to keep it the cottage kind of feel, I made it more secluded by adding trees, a pathway that doesn't lead directly to the house, and I think it worked out. A lot of trees for privacy. The rest of the challenge was that this was supposed to be a witch type house, but the two sisters have very conflicting personalities, where the older witch has more of a traditional outlook, and the younger witch is more of a modern day kind of witch. And this house was fantastic. It was so much fun to do. I learned a lot of tricks while doing this, and I think it just turned out really good overall. I've learned a whole new appreciation for the sim tools also, because the issues I've had with previous Sims games is whenever I try to do freaking steps on different levels, like here, never works out. The ground looks really warped. The smooth tool for the terrain is fantastic, and I love it. But this challenge was super fun. A lot of creativity went into it. I hope you guys end up liking it. This is the first house I used a blueprint for, because honestly I was very nervous when As Told by Jenny gave me this challenge, because I suck at building houses. I don't like them at all. So I decided to kind of break down a little bit and just use a blueprint. And you know what? I have no shame in using blueprints now. I will use blueprints from here on out in all my builds, because it makes it so much nicer and it just works really well. My favorite thing about this challenge was, I think, just how the house turned out overall. It's just one of those builds where everything just seemed to line up perfectly. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the creation of The Sims, and we'll go ahead and get into it. Oh, also, one more note. No, I'm thinking of it. The schedule may change up. I know last video I gave you guys a new schedule and everything like that. The scheduling may change. This mostly has to do with looking at the other videos I've done for the channel and seeing what's most popular, which is the bloopers. I've expressed my concern about doing blooper videos, because if I do just bloopers, you might get 3 a month. And that would be pushing it, and they probably would not be the best quality. So the sim videos is more of a way to upload every week, and then the drawing is to change it up, and then you get the bloopers. What I'm going to attempt to do instead is, you guys will get speed drawings maybe twice a month, Sims videos twice a month, and then 2 bloopers. This schedule will still change though, just depending on, I don't know what I can and can't do. You know, I won't know until I try. So I'll try to get you at least 2 bloopers a month and see how it goes from there. But I just want to give that quick schedule change. And if you guys would like to recommend a Sims challenge, it could be a house challenge, it could be a family challenge, it can be a 100 baby challenge, whatever. Any challenges you guys can think of, please put in the comments and I will figure it out. But without further ado, let's turn it over to the creation of these Sims and the story behind them. Okay, so now we're at the create a Sims. So for this challenge, I did have some guidelines and rules. So one was, when I created these Sims, I needed 2, and they had to be sisters, an older and a younger. The older Sim is more of a traditional witch. She is very outdoorsy. She uses herbs. She's not in tune with modern technology. She's very old-fashioned. That's why they have like a cottage type house. She wants to live in the woods and just be kind of closer to nature and that sort of thing. I even ended up changing her hair, which you'll see in a little bit. From the big bright green hair, I decided that that was actually a little too modern. That's a little too crazy. So I actually changed it to black, I believe. I think I changed her hair back to black. But she's the modern day Sim. She's a sister. She does herbs and planning and that sort of thing. She loves the outdoors. And then her younger sister, which you'll see now, she is modern. She is all about being a modern. She's got crazy pink hair. Her outfits are very pop, which you'll see here in a second. It took me a little bit of time to kind of get down the outfit I wanted to give her, because as for myself, I like cardigans and kind of like being a little bit more woodsy, and I realized that was just me trying to like reflect on the sim. But for her, and then we go back to the sister for a second, getting her hair changed. But for the younger sister, I definitely wanted her a lot more modern. So we gave her crazy pink hair. She's got some t-shirts with like pictures on them. She wears the dresses with leggings and all that crazy stuff. She also still likes nature and is in tune to that kind of stuff, but she uses like the computers and cell phones and that kind of thing. And through the whole house and even in their rooms, you see influences from both of the sisters, such as they have a cottage, which is the older sister's influence because she likes being outdoors and likes that kind of woodsy home. But they're in the middle of a city, which is more of the modern younger sister coming out. She wants to be where the lights are and the action and the sound is. So that's kind of more of her influence. And in their rooms, you even see it. Like the older sister will have a computer, which normally she wouldn't have, but because of her younger sister's influence, she has that. And then the younger sister will have more traditional, like flowers and stuff. And then the last bit is they had to have a pet, and I choose a traditional black cat, but something a little untraditional. Oh, and I also gave it a cute little stamp on its butt because I thought it was cute. But a little more modern is a cute little shirt with a bee on the back, and that was them. And I don't know, I think it turned out pretty good. I will now turn this over to Past Nikki and give you the rundown of the whole house so you can see the finished thing. And thank you guys for watching. All right, thank you, Future Chibi, and we're here. This is the finished house. It's probably the best house I've ever done. Not that any of my previous houses were anything great. This is literally just, this has been the best one. I think it turned out really nice. I want to go ahead and just show you, because I haven't been doing this, and I figured that you guys would like to see it, but here is the afternoon of the house, the evening, and night. And I really just wanted to show you because I added lanterns, and I think it looks really spooky. I'll go ahead and just get into it, though. Let me go ahead and click this. And now that you've seen it at night, we'll give you a rundown. So, as you know from what I just talked about, like, you know the premise of what the witches were and all that. I really wanted to do, like, a fantasy kind of house, but where the one I did previously that was also a witch one, it was, like, in a woodsy setting. I wanted to kind of have this in town, but I still want them to have their privacy. So I immediately thought of, like, it has, like, a little trail and have multiple stairs, which I don't usually do because from what I've done in previous Sims games, it seems really hard to get the stairs lined up and the ground just doesn't look great. I am very impressed with how the ground ended up looking. It works really well. They got these two little stairs that go up, and the best part is the pond. Look at the pond. I tried to make like waterfalls using the fountain, and it just didn't want to work out. Let me go ahead and click it so you can get a better look. So it just didn't work. But other than that, the pond's my favorite part, hands down. It all worked out really good. This little deck worked out. So just so you can see the outside of the property, you have the stairs that lead up, a little swing, this absolutely wonderful pond. We go on back. We have a little deck there. Here in the back, the pond continues, and then you have like this little, you have this like little private area in the back. They can go fishing here. They can stay in here and go fishing. This is where the older sister has some of her plants that are outside. A little door that leads into like a garden area, which you'll see later. Go over here. Over here, I put a lot of these like big trees and stuff where there was other properties, so they got some privacy. A little place to sit. Pumpkins. Let's swivel around here. Maybe. There we go. Swivel around. Right now it is fall, which is too bad because like these are flowers, but it's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. But here it is, and I think it's the welcome wagon. Is that what's going on right now? Yeah, invite in. Okay, so that's the outside. Lots of plants. Like I said, at night it's got these little lanterns that light the way. and I love it. I absolutely love it. So we'll just get started and go right down into the main entryway, and look at that rug. I love the rug. So when you first come in, you have the main entryway. Like I said, it's kind of a clash between modern and like old school kind of witch. So you see a lot of like old carpets. There's no TV. We have the younger sister playing a piano. It's got all this woodwork and stuff, but there's little modern touches you'll see here and there, but most of it is like more old. Um, you have this really cool design that goes back here. This is the younger sister's room. If you go over here, you'll have the kitchen, which we'll pop into. It's modern in the sense that, it's got modern day appliances like coffee machine, but you keep some of the old aesthetics, like the oven looks old. Over here is like their little mixing area, and where they like cut up their food and all that. You see a fur, the cat's food bowl over here, some more like crops and stuff that they've grown. And if we go right here is in the dining room, we just pop on over. Plants everywhere. I do that with any build, but this one I try to add them a little bit more, but not too, like, I didn't want to exaggerate too much. Big picture. This. This is the first time, and this is probably why the house actually turned out, I think, really nice. I used a blueprint for this. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. But I actually used a blueprint for this. I did not make the blueprint or anything like that. It's just one I found on Pinterest, and it was really nice. So I used a blueprint and followed it loosely, and I don't know, I think it had a good effect. You have right here, and this room goes into the laundry/bathroom. So here we have like the laundry right here. You turn over past this wall, go into here, and here's where the bathroom is. There's an aerial view. Toilet, shower, washer, dryer. Again, a little modern touch here and there from the other sister. Pink. Over here they have a nice little area to fold clothes and store them. Litter box. If we go over here, this is the older sister's room, and it's very like woodsy, very spiritual kind of room. Lots of candles, books, flowers. We have we went outside. We have a big rug here with a moon on it, more herbs, more flowers. She does have a computer, but it's an old computer, one of the box ones. Very old bookcase, green, and like a big deer over the headboard of the bed. So I don't know, I really liked it, and I realized that covers up a window, but that's fine. It's kind of like privacy, so it worked out nice. We'll go out here, again, giant rug. And then we'll go into the younger sister's room here. So there's her door, and we'll just poke inside. Whoop. Here we have her desk, and it's got a more modern computer. It's got like a little place for plants. She has some herbs hanging up, but it's got, like, you can tell it's got a lot more modern stuff. It has got, let me zoom out. It's got this little like decoration that comes across here, peace sign. Another nod off to like some nerdy stuff if you recognize it. Turn it sideways, go over here. Here is her bed. Again, I don't know why, I like sectioning stuff off. So this is her cozy little corner. She's got clippings from like bands and magazines, some art. She's got a big cat picture here. Next to her bed, she's got some incense. She's got a giant, I guess they're called murals. Is that what it is? A giant mural thing. Some occult stuff, tarot cards. She's got a little thing here. They're going to eventually get a dog. Right now they just have a cat, so they have a little cat planner. And you can tell her room is the most modern out of the house. We'll pop back out, pop, and go in here. We have a nice stained glass. Wow. We have a nice stained glass door. Well, before we go in there, I guess we'll show this. So we have these French doors here, and they lead out to the deck. For the deck, I did like, it's kind of overgrown. It is right over the pond. There's birdhouses out here. There's a bee keep out here, a little construction area, a spot where they can sit, a little fire pit, plants everywhere. You have some of the plants growing over the edge. Some are growing up into it. All kinds of plants. We'll go back in here. Now we'll go into this. We have a little stained glass door. And we pop inside. Pop. And this is probably the most modern technology you have in the whole house. So how I kind of see it is this is a good clash of both sisters. So the one sister does flower arrangements, the older one does. The younger sim actually wants to use the herbs to cure animals and stuff. So we have this here to kind of help mix herbs together. And then if you go out through the back door here, another stained glass one, you go down the steps, bloop, 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 and then you're in the back. And that is what the house looks like. Here's a good aerial view so you can kind of see. And then here's a reminder also of the, and here's also a picture again of the blueprint. I try to follow it pretty closely, but there are parts that are a little different. It worked out really good. The blueprint was a definite plus. It really gave me some like interesting shapes and stuff like that. So this was really, I think it turned out good because of the blueprint. I also messed around with this a little bit and learned how to make like ponds and stuff, so it looks great. I do use custom content. If there's something you see that you like, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, if you guys see any of these and you would like them to be put on the Sim Store so you can download them as well, let me know. But that will do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go down below and like and subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see next. You can get a hold of me through Twitter. You can get a hold of me on here as well. However you want to do it. The comments section is the best way to get something done though. So make sure you go down below and do that. But I think that'll be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay magical. Bye!